So this is the one about Curly's wife and like why she was a character who was only referred to as Curly's wife and never given a name, like Karen or Sarah. And I think there's a couple different ways you can take this prompt or this question. I think there's a couple ways you can be successful. One of the arguments you could possibly make about this is, as an English teacher, I would tell you when you put an apostrophe s on something, you're showing possession, right? And so if you say it's Curly's wife, then we're basically indicating, Steinbeck is indicating to us that she is functioning like something that belongs to or is a possession of Curly. And that would have kind of matched the way in which society would have thought about a wife and kind of like belonging to her husband. I think that's one way we can think about it. Another way we can think about it is that she kind of lacked an identity on the ranch. She didn't really have much that really made her own person. And truthfully, the reader doesn't get to know much about her through her own eyes and her own experiences. Most of what we learn about her until chapter 5 is through the other ranch workers and what they think about her. And so I think you can be successful in this one from a couple different directions, but I will give you a warning that like every time I've used this prompt or this question, there's always a student or two who says like, well, she wasn't important. And I would argue if she's not important, then we don't have a narrative because literally her death um the nexus of our main conflict, right? George and Lenny are actually really close to getting the ranch of their dreams, but if Curly's wife isn't involved or isn't there, then we don't have the way to create conflict that then takes that away. So don't say, well, she's not important, so she didn't have a name. Because be honest, like somebody like Carlson had a name, and Carlson's a whole lot less important in Of Mice and Men than Curly's wife is. So no matter how you think about it, try to stay away from the she's not important argument and look at the way in which her character functions and the way in which her character feels like she has this lack of an identity. You're going to be closer to where you need to be on that question.